morning, everyone, and welcome to Vail Daily Live. I'm Tricia Swenson coming to you live this morning from our Vail studios. We'll also have Ken Hovey reporting live from Beaver Creek and Ty Diaz over in Vail Village. But we're glad you joined us this morning. We'll be with you for about the next 90 minutes with Vail Daily Live, and we'd love to invite you to be a part of our show this morning. You can participate in the chat feature if you're watching live on YouTube or Facebook. And then also, you can also watch us, of course, on vaildaily.com, vaildailylive.com, but you won't be able to chat throughout those platforms. So just kind of explaining how you can watch us this morning and once again, how you can participate. Yesterday, we had some good banter going back and forth. We had a couple of jokes, all sorts of things going on in the chat. So hopefully we'll have a lively chat this morning as well. But we've got so many great things going on today. In fact, we're going to let you know about what's happening with Bravo. They have their immersive experiences coming up. And this is a deep dive into Bella Bartok and this composer's works. And it's amazing to think about the life and times and what was going on in the world when these composers were creating these wonderful masterpieces that we love today. So we'll give you some more details that way. And then Koji Kawamoto is back at Carrotsville. We're going to check in with him. He's here for a multi-day trunk show showing off the pearls that he's collected from around the world. We'll have Britain up at C. Anthony Gallery. She's a wonderful artist that we're so lucky to have a little bit of her time today. And then Pat Matthews, he will be over at Paderewski Fine Art, also in Beaver Creek. And then Sarah from the Beaver Creek Resort Company will let us know about some awesome events happening at Beaver Creek this weekend and beyond. So a lot of things going on today. And, we said goodbye to the New York Philharmonic last night. They did a totally awesome show. It was a packed crowd on the lawn in the seats. Kelly O'Hara was the Broadway singer that joined Bromwell Tubby on stage with all the great New York Philharmonic players. And Bromwell, he is such a funny guy, such a great sense of humor, a little sarcastic British humor. If you go to Bravo, here's what you got to do. I mean, you got to get there early. You got to get your seat. You got to get your popcorn, anything you're going to order from the concessions. Put your blanket out. If you're there at about 5:30, you're almost late. It starts promptly at 6, and they won't let you go across the walkways until there's maybe a pause in the performance. And what was so funny is that when they finished up and people were able to walk freely to their seats, Bromwell Tubby looked around and he was totally joking with these people. And he's like, "Where have you been?" So it was just a great show. And Kelly O'Hara did a great job. She's out in Vail for the first time. And since she was actually celebrating her wedding anniversary last night. So we just had a wonderful evening. I went with Emma, who's the producer behind the buttons this morning, and Meredith. We were there as well. And I know Emma loved that. She's a performance vocalist major from Wheaton, so she was very excited to see that. But so we had a great time at Bravo. It does continue, like I said, with those immersive experiences. So there we are. We had a great seat too. I got to thank my friend Molly from Art in Public Places. She got there early and got the good spot. but let's check in with our hosts. We have Ty Diaz standing by. He is in Vail Village right now. Ty, let us know where you are.
So I'm hanging out in the area known as Solaris. In the wintertime, this is a nice ice rink. In the summer, you can find concerts, live music right here. Usually when the GoPro games or the GoPro mounted games are happening here, this is the popular location of slacklining. Kids play here, dining. Sometimes you can find a beer garden. But what I'm doing, I'm waiting for Yeti's Grind to open up so that I grab myself a nice cup of hot tea. I like coffee in the morning, but now I've become a tea drinker too. But things are looking really good where I am. You can kind of notice people walking around with their pets early this morning, maybe some kids with some bicycles. You can find some really cool, cute little fun things over here just parked next to the North Face store, Yeti's Grind. But even where I'm sitting right now, the sun has yet to hit this location. We're starting the morning off 58 degrees. But I had to wear the blazer because you got to give people to talk about. That's what Bonnie Raitt says. Give people something to talk about. Let's talk about this blazer. Okay, just having fun with you. Now back to you, Tricia. How are you this morning?
I'm good. I'm good. It's nice to know that you're getting some nice, cool, comfortable temperatures. I know in Denver they're already 73 degrees, Eagles 61, Vail 57, Edwards 55, Avon 59. So that little cloud cover last night did provide a little insulation for it. Hey Ty, did you notice where you were last night? Did you get rained on anywhere?
So last night I was at Nozawa Sushi, 20% off sushi rolls, 20% off dinner entrees and hibachi entrees. And I was having the Nozawa roll itself and an Aperol spritz, paying my tab, look outside, coming down. So guess what? Two Aperol spritz, waited it out. So yeah, it was happening, but not inside. It was on the hibachi side, I was sweating to the situation inside of there. It was hot inside.
Yeah, you know what? We were at Bravo and we heard the thunder kind of right when we were wrapping things up, and then we saw a lot of lightning on the drive home. I did not get rained on at Bravo, thank goodness, because once again I did forget my umbrella. I got to practice what I preach, Ty. I tell people all the time, don't forget the umbrella if you're going to the Ford Amphitheater. And there I was
The
once
phrasing,
again.
Tricia, is do as I say, not as I
Yeah,
do. That's
I know.
why you got to get away with that.
I know, totally. All right, well, let's check in with Ken. He is around here. He is over at Beaver Creek. Ken, looking good this morning. A little bit of cloud cover. I think that's kind of insulating our valley. We're seeing those warmer temperatures thus this morning.
Yes, not quite yet though. I still have my puffy on. It is chilly up here at Beaver Creek. Expecting to see those temperatures rise and potential once again for rain, especially this weekend. There's your view this morning, looking down toward the Park Hyatt and then down toward Avon. Just really a pleasant morning up here. There are quite a few hikers this morning up here on Beaver Creek. I've been passed by going up the trail, and the one hiker that had his dog on a leash. I know that's tough to do, because you want to let Fido run, but when you're around these areas, they do ask that you have your dog on a leash up in Beaver Creek. I'm going to head down in a moment to Beaver Creek Stables. I remembered an apple today, Tricia.
Oh, good.
I remembered an apple. That's the quickest way to a horse's heart is to bring apples. So we'll show our viewers the horses this morning. While I was up here, though, I did grab some more information on the calendar. Big fans of Beaver Creek up here. Once again, Thursday night, Move and Groove is taking place down here. You can come out and do some dancing. Billy Doran with the Fossil Posse. He's also going to be in Beaver Creek today. Helmet Fricker is here. And then tomorrow is when they do their Friday live music.
Well, and
look at that.
Ken, yeah,
Look at that
Ken, you know
lineup.
what? Yeah, and I was going to tell you, so the Move and Groove band tonight is the Fabulous Femmes. So
Cool.
they're going to be doing their country music set. So if you're going to go, I'd wear your cowboy boots. I'm guessing that Maria Berry and the other professional dancers are going to be teaching maybe a little line dancing or a little Texas two-step. It should be a fun night for it.
Cotton Eye Joe. I don't know. I was in that era for a while. Line dancing was really cool. That sounds fun.
Did you learn it? Did you learn the dance?
Hey, Tricia, you got to remember, you and I went to school when they taught square dancing in school.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Right?
I know.
You remember square dance week?
Do-si-do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You had to get the routine down. Some of our younger viewers are tuned in. They're like, what? They had square dancing? Yes. Square dancing was like a replacement in our school to gym class. Like we went from playing dodgeball and trying to hit other kids in the face with a ball to dancing with them. Those were the good old days. That's when kids were raised tough, right?
Yeah, totally.
No cell phones. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. But a beautiful view up here. I will be wandering around Beaver Creek. I'm actually going to get down into the village a little bit quicker because I've got some good interviews coming up, including one of our favorite artists here in the Valley, a world-renowned artist. And we're going to be in the gallery, C. Anthony Gallery, coming up in a little bit. And I have something for Ty Diaz. I know he's tuned in. Ty, you got to quit waiting in line and waiting for the coffee shop to open. You got to make your own. So
Yes.
this is for Ty.
Yep. I know coffee is a little hard to come by in Vail Village. A lot of those coffee shops don't open until maybe a little bit later, about 8 o'clock. So that leaves Ty just high and dry waiting. So, okay. All right.
This one's too hot.
It's too hot.
I got to let it cool down. I'll do a little hike down. Viewers, stay with us. Check out the ponies this morning. One of my favorite places to stop as we descend down into Beaver Creek Village is to stop and check out what's going on with the long faces at Beaver Creek Stables.
Okay. All right. I can't wait to see. I don't know how you're going to pick which one gets the apple.
Oh, you split it up. We'll split it up.
Okay. Yeah.
We'll
all
do
right.
some pieces. Yeah. All
Okay,
right, we'll
that's
see you
what
in a
we'll
minute.
do. Okay, thanks, Ken. Yeah, so we've learned from our outdoor hosts that it's pretty warm right now, comparatively. Sometimes it can be pretty cool in the mornings here, even in the 40s. Well, we are into the 50s throughout Vail, 57, Eagles 61 already, 55 in Edwards, and 59 in Avon. Like I mentioned, I think a little bit of that cloud cover is had insulated the valley floor last night, so we were able to keep those temperatures around. But weather-wise for today, here's what we can expect. We are going to probably see a good chance of rain today, so enjoy the morning. The rain probably won't come until middle of the afternoon today. And then as we look at the forecast, still warm temperatures. Vail will top out at about 80 degrees. And then as we go down valley, we'll see temperatures reach into the mid 80s, a little bit warmer as you get down towards Eagle and Gypsum. So just count on those warmer temperatures throughout the day. Don't forget to wear the sunscreen today. Even if we do see the cloud cover, it is so important that we have the sunscreen on. And Dr. Mangid over at Mangid Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, he recommends putting the SPF on well before you go outside, about 90 minutes before you go outside. Now, the next couple of days look like this. So if you're planning the weekend, sounds like we have a chance of more rain this weekend than we've had the last couple of days. It's been so nice being able to go out to Bravo or go to our outdoor activities, or even having a dinner on a deck at a restaurant. So we'll see a chance of rain on your Friday and even rain in the afternoon on Saturday. So plan accordingly. I think I would plan those activities like your longer hikes, your longer bike rides in the mornings before those afternoon and evening showers come on through. But you know what we say, pack the umbrella, pack the rain jacket, everything, all the outdoor activities pretty much still happen unless we get too much lightning. But that's what we're going to see for your weather today. This weather is brought to you by Carrots. Carrots been making heirlooms for the last 5 decades. And Koji Kawamoto, the pearl expert, is here. We're going to have an interview with him. Ty Diaz is heading over to Vail Village. He will be interviewing Koji. So we're excited to see the pearls that he's brought from rivers, lakes, oceans from around the world. But stay tuned. We have more Vail Daily Live coming your way.
Slifer Smith and Frampton, Vail Valley's choice for real estate from the very beginning. For generations, we've grown together. Thank you for making us the #1 real estate company in the Valley. From Denver to the mountains, as we live and connect with each other and our community, Slifer Smith and Frampton is here with experience, support, and opportunity. At home in the Vail Valley. Come visit us at any of our sales locations from Vail to Eagle.
We are back. We'll see if Ty found his coffee, but I want to thank the Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea Company for fueling our adventures here on Vail Daily Live this morning. They have 2 locations. One, their original location in Minturn with their roastery. Their brand new location that just opened up this past winter is at Beaver Creek. We'll probably have Ken, walk by there when he's heading back down to the village. It's right on the escalators. There's like 3 sets of escalators there. You can find it across from the ticket office. But want to let you know what made headlines for today, Thursday, July 29th. And on the cover, we talked about that rain and how it hit certain parts of Vail Valley last night. Well, people go for cover as the rain and lightning move in Wednesday in Avon. The forecast is calling for a rainy weekend, on and off showers throughout. So just like we just said in the weather, but there you go. Everyone was biking away from the rain in Avon last night. They had the Ozomatli concert last night. That was part of their Avon Live series. Don't forget Sunset Live. Their Sunday live concert series happens this weekend. Headlines for today: schools mask free for now. District is holding firm on decision not to require masks in schools this fall as CDC alters its guidance with cases on the rise. More on that on page A3. Also in today's paper, too many children, not enough care. This is part of our Work Here, Live Here series, and it's estimated that 1,500 children in Eagle County are without access to the child care that would allow a parent to work. More on this on page A2. And also in today's paper, county lifting fire restrictions on Friday. So that's good news. If you want to go camping, have a campfire, but they still caution you to always be present around that campfire and put it completely out before you leave town. So that's a look at a few things going on in today's Vail Daily. Grab your copy today and find out what else is happening in and around Eagle County. You can pick up your free copy in newspaper dispensers from East Vail all the way down to Gypsum, or you can always just go online to vaildaily.com, get today's information, get archive stories, and so much more. And we also want to let you know that it's time. We've got the Best of the Vail Valley nomination period. So we do this every single year. We even did it during the pandemic. So right now is the time to nominate your favorites today through August 6th. So if you want to give a shout out to your favorite veterinarian, your favorite, your favorite restaurant, that sort of thing, that's what we want. We want your nominations. And then we will start the voting for the next several weeks. So you just go online and you can go through that process. And then we will be revealing the winners later on this fall. We'll be bringing out this nice guide, which is great to have, especially if you're just coming into town for a while and you want to see like, who's got the best jewelry store? Who's got the best kids' clothes? How about the best bike shop? You're going to find it right here in the Best of the Vail Valley. It's a coveted award. Businesses like to have this because it really is, the people are voting on it. So it's neat to see what they have to say. So once again, Best of the Vail Valley nomination period is happening now. So a few of the things that are going on. Well, we've got, we're going to go out to Ken. Ken has made it down to the long faces of Beaver Creek. And what do we have there, Ken? Oh, have you already given him a little bit of those apples? You've made some new friends.
They've had their treats. They just wanted to say hi. I mean, Tricia, we live in the West,
Yes.
We live in the mountains. Horses and the horse culture is a part of it. Cowboy lifestyle, just, what was it, week and a half ago? Last week, we had the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo. This area, the Beaver Creek Stables, this gives people the chance to have that like true taste of the Old West. Go out on a beautiful trail back, horseback ride. When you get back, though, when I say Old West, not exactly roughing it, right? That used to be the tagline of Beaver Creek. So when you do come back, you have all the amenities down there. And yes, indeed, the secret weapon. Apples. Yeah, my horses love them. Peppermints, too, are another one that my horses love.
Wow.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that. Goats don't like peppermints. Horses do.
Okay.
But yeah, I would suggest it. So many visitors come to our valley for, golf or hiking. This is a really fun way to do it. And these horses are so well taken care of. And they're work horses. I mean, you look at the girth on these animals. And I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, I always look at horses' hooves to see how well they're taken care of. And these guys look like they just got out of the day spa.
Oh, yes.
Their hooves they're perfect. And they definitely are very well fed. But come on up, come to Beaver Creek Stables. Your kids will love it. They also have the miniature horses here that you can check out. The guides that are here are also super friendly, a great group. They know a lot of local history and just the facts about it. And you get to hang out with one of these guys or girls.
Oh, I know. There's beautiful, beautiful horses. And, can they offer anything from a 1 to 2 hour rides, maybe a 3-hour picnic ride? They have the trail rides to Beaver Lake, which allows you to see this beautiful stretch of that area that you may not see unless you get up there by horse. And then, you mentioned the ponies. So kids 6 and under have a chance to ride the ponies, and then 7 and older can get on the horse. But oh wow, he's curious about your camera, I think.
Yeah, they're checking it out. I'm a horse person. I love horses. I'm fortunate enough to have married a horse woman. I call her a cowgirl, but she's all in horses. Yes. And they're just such wonderful animals. Just to come up here, even if you're not going out on a trail, horseback ride, just come up, check out the stables, let people see the horses and take it all in. Get a selfie with this guy.
He's a good selfie taker. He likes to pose. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Have you ever ridden up here before, Tricia?
Yeah, you know what? It's been a couple years, but I did the Eastern Trail side. It's probably about 5 years ago when I did it, and really cool. We went out in the morning and just really awesome, and I said cool temperatures. You're going through the aspens, and yeah, the footwork that they do. Some of these trails can be narrow and have rocks, and I don't know how they navigate, but they do such a great job.
You as the rider maybe get a little bit nervous, but the horse is just, cruising right along. They've done this a lot of times. It's funny too, when you get into horseback riding and then, being with a herd of horses like this, there really is like the lead horse. They all kind of like follow. They have certain friendships, some like to be behind others and some jockey for position. I mean, they're like one big family out here.
Oh, they definitely are. And what a beautiful surrounding. Did they know that they're in Beaver Creek? I mean, they've got multi-million-dollar homes around them. They've got a pretty good yard.
They certainly do. So give them a call. Tricia, I do have to make my way down there. We've got a big show coming up in Beaver Creek. I'm going to see Britain. I'm going to see folks from Beaver Creek, the resort company, to find out about the events. Yeah, we're going to find out about the events that are going on.
Yeah.
These guys don't care. They can watch us up here. I mean,
they might follow you. They might follow you. They're getting pretty attached to you. Hey, Ken, could you
hear
give
the
us
Winnie?
What?
The Winnie from, you hear the Winnie from the minis back there a minute ago?
No.
They want to come hang out too. What was that, Tricia?
Hey, can you give us a quick weather from the town of Avon?
Sure. Heart of the Valley, Avon. Yeah. I can do that, Tricia.
Okay.
I mean, let's bring it up. Go full screen, Emma. Full send on the weather report. This is brought to you by Avon, Colorado, the heart of the valley. Your weather looks pretty good early. Tricia and Ty spoke about this. I agree with you, Tricia. It is warmer than usual for this hour, and it is going to warm up quickly. It's still a little chilly up here. It is expected to warm up very quickly, even getting up into the upper 80s down valley. Front range temperatures, just going to be a cooker down there. But it is the afternoon that everybody wants to be prepared for each and every day going through the weekend, because there is a very high likelihood of having rain showers. And we love that here. I just had some visitors arrive and they were questioning the weather and like, Ken, we saw there's gonna be rain in the afternoons, what should we do? I just take a rain jacket, just be prepared. We actually want the rain right now. It's good to have. The moisture is a great thing. So bring on the rain, just put on a jacket.
Okay.
Tricia?
Yeah, definitely. Okay. Yes. And we're going to see, like we said, kind of a higher likelihood of rain today into tomorrow and the weekend. So this morning, your best bet for staying dry if you want to go out on that longer hike or that bike ride. But yeah, you know what, Ken, it's just nice and refreshing. They did reduce the fire danger to stage 1, but we are just, we're always just a few seconds away for it going back, so it's pretty interesting what they have. So are all the fire restrictions? It's not.
Tricia, I'll tell you this. It was a creepy one. Anyone that lives down in Gypsum, we had that fire that maybe 2 days ago that was right next to the highway going eastbound on I-70, right next to the beautiful ranch there. And all of that area that burned, it's all sagebrush. And so many of us, I'm guilty of it. You kind of look at sagebrush and you think, it's fine. Like, how could a fire spread through sagebrush? Thank you to the firefighters and the responders, because that fire ripped through the sagebrush so quickly. You can see the remnants and the scarring on the ground already, and it could have got out of hand. So it's something to be aware of. Glad to see that our restrictions have gone down a little bit, but it does not mean for us to let our guard down and have a massive bonfire out on BLM land. Don't do that.
Oh, Ken, can you help that horse behind you? He's got some hay stuck to his little forehead. There we go. Let me get
this. You had this stuck in your hair. Are they beautiful?
Yeah.
They're such friendly.
They're so beautiful. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for bringing the apples.
You got
apples.
I got to get out of here now, though.
Yeah,
I'm headed down into the village.
Okay, all right. We're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna give you some details on what is going on with Bravo. We did wrap up the New York Philharmonic, but we still have a few events left. So stay tuned.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing, your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
We are back, and we want to let you know a few more things going on with Bravo Vail Music Festival. It did kind of wrap up the orchestra side of things for its 34th season. They've had the New York Philharmonic come for the past 18 seasons. And of course, we couldn't do as much last year with COVID, but they were still helping each other out by providing virtual music and opportunities for each other. It was kind of neat talking to the folks over at New York Philharmonic and what they were doing during the pandemic. They are the oldest orchestra in the United States. But the show must go on. We still have things going on with immersive experiences where they do more of a deep dive into great music. I had a chance to talk to the Bravo Vail artistic director, Anne-Marie McDermott. She's just an awesome firecracker and supporter of the arts. We're going to find out more about this immersive experience that kicks off tonight and goes through Saturday. Here are more details. We're in the 34th season of Bravo Vail Music Festival. Joining us now, we have Anne-Marie McDermott, and she is with Bravo Vail. She's the artistic director. And Anne-Marie, we're so glad to have you guys back for your 34th season. Last year, your 33rd, you guys pulled it off. It looked a little different, but so did everything else in the world.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's so wonderful to have things really back to a full schedule.
Yes, it is. It's amazing. And we felt it was kind of miraculous what we were able to do last summer and so deeply meaningful. But this season, the word I'd use for it is exhilarating, because we're back. We have the Dallas Symphony Orchestra, the Philadelphia Orchestra, the New York Philharmonic. We have our chamber music series. We have all sorts of free community concerts throughout the Valley. We have a bunch of education events. And we're just so thrilled. We've all missed live music so much, and we need it in our lives. You know, and one of the series that we're presenting this summer, I'm particularly excited about. It's called Immersive Experiences. We were able to do this series last summer amazingly. The idea with this series is for patrons who want to take a deeper dive into a certain body of work of one composer. So last summer, it was the Beethoven Complete Violin and Piano Sonatas. And this is a 3-concert series that will happen on July 29, 30, and 31 at the Edwards Interfaith Chapel. And it's going to feature a remarkable young string quartet, the Escher String Quartet. They're going to be playing all 6 Bartók string quartets. And then the 3rd concert on the series, I will join them for Bartók's fabulous piano quintet. And it's an opportunity for audiences who want to learn more about this music and who want to experience the musicians really talking about their process with this repertoire. And it's intimate, it's very exciting, and it's a little more intense. So I'm very excited about it.
Well, and that's what's so nice, to have that educational component and to really give people that deeper dive into the music.
Absolutely, because now not everybody will want to do that, but there are a lot of people who really do, who just want to take on a 3-night series and really, when you experience something like this 3 nights in a row, you come out the other side with such a greater understanding of this music, and that's really fun.
Yeah, and have a different venue. You know, you're here at the JLR Ford Amphitheater, you're doing the chamber music at the Valar, different venues throughout, and then also adding the Edwards Interfaith Chapel.
Adding the Edwards Interfaith Chapel, and I just have to mention something we're so excited about. Bravo Vail Music Festival has a new app.
All right.
It's so cool. And you can get it at Google Play or Apple Play. It's Bravo Vail Music Festival. Okay. And it's filled with all of the programs, all of the artists, all the dates of the concerts, but also you can experience like a brief synopsis of a concert, or you have the opportunity of digging deeper actually and learning a lot more about the repertoire,
Okay.
and the artists, if you want to. You know, we also have all of this on our website, of course, which is bravovail.org. But check out the app.
Okay.
We're feeling kind of cool about it.
All right. Well, we're so excited you guys are back, at full capacity, and thanks for all you do. I mean, music, it just
thank you.
fills the soul.
Well, that is gorgeously worded, and thank you. We love what we do.
Oh,
And
I know. It shows. It shows,
thank you.
Anne-Marie.
Thank you.
All right. Anne-Marie McDermott with Bravo Vail. All right, so neat to see Anne-Marie, and she was so excited about this year. It was very tough for them last year, but they did it. They put together that music box, and in addition to the immersive experiences that are going to be happening tonight through Saturday night, they are going to bring out the music box. They are bringing it down to Gypsum Town Park, and this is going to be on August 1st, Sunday night at 6 p.m. So you're going to see the Verona Quartet, and they'll play Shostakovich. I got to ask Emma if I said that right. Shostakovich. That's how you say it. Shostakovich. All right. And then Dvorak, they're going to have that as well. So the Verona's quartet will be playing that. So the Bravo Music Box, which is the little trailer that they built last year specifically for COVID-friendly events, is still in use this year. And they'll be doing that community concert for free at the Gypsum Town Park at Sunday, once again, at 6 p.m. So pretty cool. You can look for more information, bravovail.org, if you want the details. All right. I think we're doing a weather. Okay. All right. So we have pretty mild temperatures right now. This morning, we're already seeing 60 degrees down in Eagle. We've got 59 in Vail, 57 for Edwards, and 61 in Avon. And it's going to climb into the 80s in Vail, mid 80s in Avon, upper 80s down Valley. And then the next couple of days, next couple of hours, we'll see those clouds build. We do have a chance of showers in the afternoon into the evening. So rain could be heavy at times. We've seen that with hindering kind of our mudslide situation, whether it's in Glenwood Canyon or even in Avon last week. The next couple of days look like this. Still a chance of rain, especially in the afternoons and even the evenings for your Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So once again, we really don't let rain deter us from making plans. We just try to dress for it, bring the rain jacket, bring the umbrella. Lightning is the biggest thing to worry about. If you're golfing, if you're riding your bike, if you're outdoors at an event, watch for the lightning. That's the most dangerous part about our weather. This weather report is brought to you by Betteridge, fine watches and jewelry since 1897, located in Solaris. I was just there yesterday talking to Lance about those amazing pink diamonds they have from the Argyle mine in Australia. They're also doing a cool trunk show with Davador this weekend. So stop by. They have some amazing stories. Check out the alligator that's on the Cartier watch. It's one of a kind, literally, and it is at Betteridge for at least another month, if not a little more. So just a few insights to what you can find at Betteridge. We're going to take a 2 break. When we come back, we'll be checking in with Ty Diaz in Vail Village and Ken Hovey. We'll see if he's made his way from the horse stables at Beaver Creek down to the village.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
We are back with more Vail Daily Live. Want to let you know what the fish are biting on right now with our fly fishing report. This is brought to you by the folks over at Fly Fishing Outfitters, locally owned and Orvis indoors since 1992. They're right there in Avon. And right now, we're going to let you know, we just heard the news from John Packer. He's the owner of Fly Fishing Outfitters. On the Eagle River, due to the warmer weather temperatures, the warmer weather we've had, the Eagle River below Walcott is under voluntary closure from 12 p.m. until midnight. So from noon until midnight. However, we're still seeing good solid hatches of caddis, pale morning duns, and yellow sallies, stoneflies hatching throughout the day, starting mid-morning. They're fishing with dry droppers, and nymphs right now. So that's what's going on with the Eagle River, a little bit of that closure, that voluntary closure from noon until midnight throughout the days. Now in the Colorado, the upper sea is experiencing some issues with water temperatures as well. Much needed rain is in the extended forecast, which is why, Ken Hovey and I were talking, like, even though it rains, it might kind of put a damper on your plans, but it's so necessary for our environment here. Caddis and pale morning duns are going to be the top water bugs of choice on the upper Colorado. Grasshoppers and black ants are all over the place. So don't forget your terrestrial box. So these are coming straight from the horse's mouth. John Packer giving us the details for what the fish are biting on the Eagle River and on the Colorado River. But you can stop by, you can hop in the boat with these guides. They've got so much knowledge on what's going on with what the fish are biting on right now. You can do a half-day trip, a float trip all day, or you can even send your kids to the Orvis Indoors Camp that happens on Wednesdays for 8-year-old to 15-year-olds. More information can be found at flyfishingoutfitters.net. We have Ty Diaz standing by. He has made his way to the upper deck of Solaris Plaza. Ty, how does it feel out there?
Tricia, things are still feeling really good temperature-wise, sky condition-wise, mesmerizing. If you kind of notice some of these, I want to say wispy clouds. Sometimes a lot of us, we describe the sky conditions and we see shapes or things other than what the true name of a cloud could be. But as you can see, some overhead giving nice faint veil over veil, really nice. Blue skies, here's what the weather is calling for. And this weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. We're looking for partly cloudy skies to remain in our conditions today. We're also looking for that 55% chance of showers. And I'm picking up this weather report out of today's newspaper. Here's what else they're calling for. High temperatures in the 80s, and then bringing the temperatures back down this evening in the 50s all over again. I was listening to Steve Lee on KZYR radio this morning. He said it felt like it was in the 80s in his house last night for sleeping. He says it was hot. You ever listen to Steve on the radio in the morning? Yeah, that's how he describes things. And that's what Denver News and weather forecasters are talking about weather-wise, how unusually hot it is, even in the mountains, how a lot of these homes that were built in the 60s, the 70s, even in the 80s were built without air conditioning. And where Denver's finding very rare triple digits this summer compared to the 90s, where we may have, the 1990s that is, where they may have had almost 20 days of summer where the 90s have happened. Now they're counting how many days this summer they've hit 100, and that's unmarked for today. The next couple of days, keeping showers in the forecast. We're also looking for the mid to upper 70s, and then dropping in temperature by the time our Saturday, Sunday gets here. Tomorrow's Friday. We're going to catch the Vail dance going on. But with those showers, it's going to be an exciting time. But that's a covered location for these events. But we're looking for those mid to upper 70s today, tomorrow, then dropping into the mid to upper 60s, 70s for the weekend. And then overnight low temperatures just holding right there in the 50s. And again, Ty Diaz Broadcasting giving you the weather, brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, Elevated Savings. Hey, we got to go. We're heading over to Carrots after this. So stick around.
Okay. All right, Ty. Thank you for that weather report. Reporting from Solaris, you can see that upper deck that he is on right now. And what's interesting is the cloud cover in Vail is still a little bit more blue sky than what we were seeing with Ken Hovey over at Beaver Creek. So you can tell the clouds are kind of starting to build, and they will build by this afternoon, once again, according to that forecast. But we want to let you know about some live music that, once again, rain or shine, a lot of these shows are still always scheduled. So we're going to give you some details on where you can go to hear some live music tonight. So we mentioned the Fabulous Femmes playing up at Beaver Creek for the Move and Groove. It's every Thursday they have this Move and Groove installment where they have professional dance instructors teaching how to dance, and then they have a different band, and this band is going to be the Fabulous Femmes, and they're going to be doing their country western set. It's brand new for the Femmes. They do all sorts of things throughout the decades, but this will be from 7 to 9 up at Beaver Creek. Now, down in Edwards, they're doing Band by the River. They have the Riverwalk Amphitheater hanging out right there behind the buildings, and between that and the bike path and the river. Such a neat little amphitheater for you. And the Evolution will be playing tonight. This is a great local band, lots of great sounds. It's a pretty large band too. And that'll be going on from 6 to 8. Food and drink are available. Access Unbound is their nonprofit of choice. You can learn about them. They'll be having a table there. So that is called Band by the River, 6 to 8 p.m. down in Edwards. Now in Arrowhead, they've started doing their own music setup at the Broken Arrow Cafe. This is a popular spot to come right next to the Arrowbahn Express. You can have your Blinky Burgers, all that stuff in the winter. Now in the summer, they're just kind of putting together a little party, the Arrowhead Homeowners Association. So you could stop by. They'll have music pretty much between about 5 and 8. And then a few other places to go. Minturn, we've got the Little Beach Amphitheater coming through with their Thursday night series. And this will be from 6 to 8 p.m. And it's another free outdoor concert series. And you can find out more on their website. And they're going to be doing this all the way through August 19th. And then the Westin Riverfront Resort and Spa, they have the Lookout Lobby Bar. They're going to have music this afternoon into the early evening as well. So there's so many different places you can go for live music today. Live music at the Westin. That's going to be going on through September 4th. And then we can't forget about Vail Jazz. So Vail Jazz has their weekly Vail Jazz at Vail Square. And this is over in Lion's Head. And this is in a tent. So rain or shine, this is definitely happening. So this week, they're going to be bringing out Ann Hampton Calloway. And so she's been a staple at the Vail Jazz. This is the 27th annual. Ann Hampton has been to a lot of these throughout the years. So we're happy to have her returning. And this is at 6 p.m. Now, this event does require a ticket. So they have premium seating right up close to the stage, $75 for that. Or general admission, $50 for that. And then don't forget, afterwards, they've got a fun little after party that happens at the tavern at Arrowbell at Vail Square. So if you just need some more music after this wraps up, you can head on over to the tavern and dance the night away if you do choose to do. But vailjazz.org for more details on that. But live music Thursday night is where it's at, up and down the valley. Oh, and I had to mention Showdown Town. Okay, so Showdown Town is the big one. This happens down at Eagletown Park. Gates open at 5:30. The show starts at 6:30. We're going to have Dixie Leadfoot tonight taking the stage, and lots of fun down at Eagletown Park. So, wow, I think I got all of the live music offerings. So we're excited to share that with you. So listen to some live music. We missed it so much last year. So great to have it back in so many locations throughout Eagle County. Now, we've been talking about carrots and Koji Kawamoto returning. We haven't seen him since the pandemic either. And Ty Diaz is standing by at Carrots. And I'm so excited to see you guys. Hello, Koji. It's so great to have you back.
Thank you so much. It's so nice to see you again.
I know. And we're so glad that you were able to travel and bring your pearls from around the world.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, Tricia, we are here at Carrots at Vail. This is the Koji Kawamoto Pearl Collection trunk show that's running through August 3rd. And Tricia, I know you have an eye for this, but I'll go ahead and point it out. Notice that Koji and I, we are twinning. I was asked a few days, maybe last week on the show, have I ever worn any of Koji Kawamoto jewelry? Well, mark this moment, because right now, yes, I am. Koji, good to see you again.
Yeah, good to see you again.
And you have a trunk show, and yes, they have things for men too. We're wearing this, and I love what you're wearing.
Yes.
Tell us to start there.
This is my signature piece. Okay, I just picked the gorgeous colored and luster piece out of my strand, and I make this. You know, this is a really special structure I make. I make a big drill hole inside of the pearl and insert special mechanism.
Yeah, so Koji kind of helps put this on me. There's a unique way of attaching this necklace to self, but it felt really good to have the help. It's like being in the barber; they just kind of like slather you up at the end of your grooming. But let's get into your collection.
All right. Okay. So, my hometown, Mie Prefecture in Japan. So Mr. Mikimoto started this whole industry. So we started sending our technician to Australia and Tahiti and Philippines, and using a much bigger oyster. So now these big ones are coming out. I mean, my hometown, Akoya oyster, they're rather small, and then most classic, pinkish white, smaller pearls are coming out. If you don't have anything, that's the one you need to get. And now, okay, look at this champagne color.
Fantastic.
Right? Oh, pistachio black pearls are not only black, so many different colors.
Something that we've learned just at the beginning of this conversation, for those that probably didn't know this, where do pearls come from? Oysters. And they come in all of these different shapes and colors and muscles. All right.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yeah, that's right. And this all colors are natural. And now pink, right? This is so amazing. Pink and lavender and peach, the apricot, they are also natural color.
Wow.
Right? And people don't believe that. This is like I'm working with a whole museum.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you never believe this color exists up until you come see me today.
It is beautiful.
Yeah.
And so, like, how long does it take to get the numbers of pearls like this in the same colorway so that you can make a necklace?
Sometimes it takes 6-7 years.
Oh, wow.
To collect the same color and luster. Yeah, especially, okay, I just want to show you. This is like my favorite. This is how I show my pearls.
Yes.
Using a white piece of paper.
Uh-huh.
So that, body color and overtone comes up. Okay, something like a hidden color comes up.
Oh, yeah.
A piece of paper. So this is kind of pistachio, kind of bluish overtone, and some pieces have reddish. We call it aubergine overtone. That's really fascinating. And making something like this, 6 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it took 6 years for me.
So in choosing the colors of the pearls,
Yes.
like, how does someone know the right pearl necklace or jewelry and the pearl color that's right for them?
That's a really good question. Okay, if I meet somebody, something always clicks in my head, and I can find you the best matching color. Okay, judging from your atmosphere and the color of your hair and skin tone. Okay, I can pick for you kind of this bluish, right? For like a fair skin, I can pick probably like a pistachio. Yeah, this is like a unbelievable gorgeous pistachio.
Oh, that one's beautiful.
Right? This is not good for me, but this is good for you. See? Yeah. So I love to meet people here. That's why I keep coming back.
And there is a trunk show that's happening, and it begins today through August 3rd, just a few days away. August kicks off on Sunday. Yeah. And I mean, this is, like you're saying, the colorways are amazing. These shapes coming from pearls, but I'm picking up caviar as I'm looking at this as well. So, I mean, this is a delicious selection that you have here. So tell us about your trunk show and where it all begins. A festival of lustrous pearls from around the world. Yeah. So where's it all from again?
Yeah, okay. Japan, Australia, French Polynesia, the Philippines, Indonesia. Those are the main places.
Did you know that? And how would you like to experience it for yourself? Make your way into the trunk show here. Tricia.
Right?
I know. You know what? I'm going to have to go in there. It's so good to see Koji again. And it's always so fun when he matches the girl with the pearl, so to speak. So we look forward to you being here, Koji. We'll be checking in with you again tomorrow. So we could see more of your selections. And Carrots is right across from the west end of the Vail parking structure, across from Solaris, and just a few doors down from Latour Restaurant. So you can see more and go visit Koji. He's got some amazing stories. And
Tricia, the address is 122 East Meadow Drive.
Okay, perfect. Put it into the phone. You won't be able to miss it. Carrots Jewelers been around for quite a time. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank
All
you.
right, we're going to take it to a commercial break. When we come back, we're going to check in with Ken Hovey up at Beaver Creek.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing, finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, for you, for life.
We're for the fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outlets@silverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I love it. We're seeing a lot of old friends that we haven't seen in a while. We just saw Koji Kawamoto bringing in the pearls to Carrots Jewelers. Now we're taking things over to Beaver Creek to see Anthony Gallery. Ken Hovey is standing by with one of my absolute favorite artists, Britton. And oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see you guys. Hi, Britton. How are you? We haven't seen her in a long time. Oh, wait. Oh, we can't hear you. Shoot, Ken, we can't hear you. We gotta try to refresh. Refresh so we could hear what Ken and Britton have to say. But they're located in C. Anthony Gallery. And if you haven't noticed, down by the ice rink, it's the plaza level of Beaver Creek. And it's not an ice rink in the summer. It's more of a little yard. It has yard games and picnic tables and the stage. But just down from the ice rink is kind of what I call Gallery Row. We have so many great, wonderful galleries in that whole area. Paderewski Fine Art is just across the way. That's in the Hyatt. We're going to be speaking to them later as well. But if you're an art lover, they're not only going to have their great, galleries, but they're going to do an art show this weekend. And we'll let you know more about that when we talk to Sarah from Beaver Creek Art Company. But you guys, I can hear you now.
Okay. You got it.
Hello. Yay.
Yay.
Oh, so good to see you. Britton, how have you been?
I've been great. How about you?
Oh, good.
Tricia, it was so nice to come in and see her again. I know we hadn't spoken, I hadn't, since our good old TV8 days, but I didn't realize the magnitude of her gallery here, and that's what I want to get to. Good to see you this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much.
It is so beautiful, and this is the art zone, this entire walkway at Beaver Creek. Tell us about your studio.
Well, this is my home gallery. This is C. Anthony Gallery, and I am a local again. I actually moved away for a couple of years, but I'm back now.
Well, it is good to have you back. It's good to have you here, and it's good to see your brushstrokes again in person. You are such a popular artist, not just here, but around the world. What made you decide to come back to Beaver Creek, which, by the way, and brought your pooch with you?
Yeah, Ruby is here, my muse. She's sleeping over there.
She's such a good dog. She helped me video a little while ago. But what brought you back to Beaver Creek?
I just missed it. I was down in the city, and I just really missed the mountains, and it was time to come back after the whole COVID thing.
Yeah.
I had time to really reevaluate and
your paintings make people happy.
Yeah.
They do. I love seeing them back here. We do have some B-roll that I wanted to bring up. We're also going to talk about a very special show that's going to be taking place this weekend, but hopefully Emma found it. There it is. I walked around, and just even as I was capturing this, it got me so excited to see it. People need to come in here and see this up close and actually walk in and stand in front of it.
Right. To see them in person is always a nice difference. You get to see how the light plays on the different layers of paint and the reflections that creates.
Talk about brightening up a room. And I love that piece as we pan back around. It looks like it inspired by the Aspens. And inspired by the mountains?
Yeah, they're all inspired by nature in general, different perspectives of nature. Some are kind of the macrocosm, some are the microcosm. You know, it just depends on where you're looking.
How long does it, when you go into it, let's take the painting behind us as an example. Do you see exactly that when you start?
Oh God,
Or
no.
does it kind of, okay, it sort of evolves?
I'd have to, God, I don't know where I'd be to see that. You know, it's an evolution. I would say it's an organic evolution where I start with the layers and then I start to feel something. It's more of an emotion, something I just kind of follow intuitively. And then I build the layers and it becomes something that you might vaguely recognize, but it's not intended to be anything specific. It's supposed to just evoke, you know, an emotion from here.
It does with
and
me.
An experience.
And I'm a kind of a ruthless, heartless guy at times.
I find that hard to believe.
And I see, it's true, you know, we kind of, and art in general, you know, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I really find your paintings beautiful, and I know a lot of people do. You're very popular in this area and beyond. But now you're going to bring in some of the most popular artists in other fields and disciplines. Tell us about that this weekend.
I've got some friends coming this weekend. There are 4 of us featured artists this weekend here at C. Anthony Gallery. And we've got Hamilton Aguiar and James Jensen and Tim Lawton, who's a glass artist. So.
I've seen some of his work up here.
Yeah.
And that is no easy task.
No.
Making glass, it's heavy. The process, and they not only do it, but they're exceptional at it. And each one you're bringing has their own field or their own specialty, kind of.
Yes. We're all kind of unique in our own ways, and I think we actually really complement each other, being that we're all contemporary artists and work well together. So if you're looking for art for your home and want a little bit of variety, there's 4 great choices this weekend.
I think it's great. Do you drink wine?
Oh.
I mean, artists. That is something I'm curious about. I mean, it kind of goes hand in hand, right?
I prefer champagne,
Okay.
but yes, I like a good wine too.
Come on up, look at art, have some wine, have some champagne.
Yes, we will have some Prosecco, I think, throughout the weekend, and should be fun.
I love it. It's so wonderful to see you again. As I'm sitting here thinking about it, I love your interpretations and I love the beauty. This painting at the top in the middle, that reminds me.
The bright flowers.
The
landscape.
The landscape. That reminds me of just a meandering river over in Fairplay, like the South Platte, you know, kind of going through at sunset. I mean, these are the things that I get out of it. Do you ever get commissioned?
I do.
You do. For painting, someone has an idea, and actually, if I could have you turn that way.
Yep,
just
sorry.
Because, just
We're
because,
looking at the art.
Yeah, sometimes our volume goes down.
You don't want to see the back of my head?
But do people, it's all good, but do people, you know, say, I have this vision and come to you with like an idea for a painting?
Yeah, you know, what I do with commissions is a little different than the average commissions. So I will ask you for 5 words that describe what it is you're looking to feel, what you want to be reminded of in your home every time.
What would you say the number one thing is that people want to see?
Right now, people, I would say the common thread is serenity. A lot of people are looking for peace and serenity.
I can understand that.
Yeah. And joy.
And happiness.
Yeah, joy.
And maybe
joy
just
is definitely one of them.
Scooch of champagne.
I had a great word yesterday, and that was elation.
Ooh.
Right?
That is a wonderful
That's a great
adjective,
word.
right?
Yep. And I asked someone yesterday what they were looking for, and they said elation. So I see that coming.
That person's in touch with themselves. Yeah, you like that, Tricia?
Elation. I know.
Tricia's actually hanging. Tricia's actually listening to this whole interview.
I'm hanging on
some elation too.
She was a bit jealous when she heard I was coming up here today. Tricia, do you have anything before we wrap this up?
You know what, Britton, I love the fact, you know, it's hard to tell, you know, just in video, but if you see your paintings in person, I love how a lot of times it's almost like you have a golden brush. Like, I think you have bricks of gold at the end of the rainbow, and you're just like, oh, it's time to bring out the gold.
Yeah. And alchemy here.
Yeah, it's so cool.
There are metallics in them, and they are very reflective in person. So they do play with the light.
Now, we have a question from our chat. They're wondering if you can tell us about some work that you've done in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Oh, yeah. I just finished a very large commission for a performing arts center in Scottsdale.
Oh, wow.
And it's the biggest collection, or, you know, it's 8 pieces all put together. And that's the biggest project I've ever done. They're 12 feet high, 3 feet wide each. So this is a magnificent wall that
I want photos.
now features my work.
I want to see you doing this. This sounds incredible.
it
How
was,
long did it take?
I threw out my shoulder doing it. It was quite an experience.
Put your back into it.
They're really something to behold. I'm really proud of them.
Next time I come up, I'm going to Google it. I'm going to have photos of it, and I want to share them because it's so wonderful to see you again.
Thank you.
Tricia, anything else?
You know what? Great to hear James Jensen coming back. I haven't seen him in a while. And then your other artist friends. So yes, and then that big art show happening just right there at Beaver Creek. A lot of good reasons to come up to Beaver Creek. We'll come up and say hi. We can't wait to see you.
Great.
And let's close it on that. When exactly? Starting and what artist when and what is the schedule?
Saturday and Sunday, 12 to 6 are the official hours. You know, of course, those are usually a little flexible. We're here.
Yeah.
Champagne a little later and having coffee a little earlier.
Yeah,
so
it's perfect.
You're welcome to join.
Tricia, you can send me up here to do these interviews anytime.
I will. Okay, we'll send you up there. We'll bring the coffee for Britain next time. Okay, we're going to take it to a quick commercial break. When we come back, we've got a lot more coming back from Vail Village with Ty Diaz, and we're going to cruise around Beaver Creek and learn more about art.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Welcome back to Vail Live. Even though we're going to see a few clouds coming into the forecast later today, we always want to remind you to wear your sunglasses. Even a cloudy day, you could still get damaged from the dangerous UV A and B rays. We always recommend wear your sunscreen on a cloudy day and find a good pair of glasses. And you could stop by Eyepieces. We have several locations all throughout Eagle County, as well as over at Snowmass, where you can learn more about the right lens for what activities you're doing or what you're looking for, or fashionable lenses as well. Eyepieces, the art of vision. But this is from Costa Del Mar. They're just called Costa now. Great brand that has really expanded from its fishing roots. It was started about 4 decades ago by some fishermen, and they decided, we just want to build some quality glasses, help us see the fish, cut that glare off the water. But they've expanded into so many different realms. But they have a lifetime warranty, and all styles are available in prescription with Costa Authentic lenses. That's good news. This is the Blackfin, and it has a gray base tint with a blue mirror lens, the darkest lens that they make. It's ideal for bright conditions and also for cloudy conditions. And it's the preferred lens for fishermen out on the open waters, especially lakes, oceans, that type of thing. And it's a sports specific frame. It's more of a wrap frame. And but it also can just be more of a casual look. So yeah, I like these. These are once again called the Blackfin from Costa. So once again, you can check out Eyepieces of Vail, one of their 6 locations throughout Eagle County. Their 7th location is over in the Snowmass Village area, right at the base of those runs near Aspen, Colorado. But we're going to take it to Ty. Ty Diaz has weather details for us, and he's made his way around Vail Village. Oh, wow. I know where you are.
Yes, Tricia.
Merry Christmas.
Thank you. We hear it all the time. It's an ongoing conversation. Just about anyone, especially locals, can't wait until winter. Well, here's another conversation. Can't wait until Christmas. You don't have to. We have a Christmas store in Vail Village that's open year-round. It is Christmas year-round. I'm at the Gilded Spruce Ornaments and Gifts, used to be known as Noel's. And my camera person, Noelle, shared with me a story about her childhood. That her father used to buy her an ornament from Noel's every year. One ornament. I asked her, how many ornaments do you have by now? She said 19. I'm not going to ask her how old she is because that would just be rude, wouldn't it? Let's take a look at the weather right now. Brought to you by Avon Possibilities. Discover your next masterpiece. Go to avonpossibilities.com and the Avon Possibilities Arts Expo that happens often right there in Avon. Don't miss out on it. We're looking at the cloudy skies remaining with us for today, and a 55% chance for showers in our forecast for today. Temperatures climbing into the lower 80s. Keeping temperatures this evening in the 50s. But this morning, 58 degrees, blue skies, some clouds, but they will start to cluster. And again, we're in monsoon season. Chances of showers are looking really good. We picked it up last night. But what about the next couple of days? Rolling into the weekend, we're going to more showers to remain with us in the forecast, but a dip in temperatures from the 80s, the lower 80s, the mid 80s. Now we're talking about the 70s, according to the Vail Daily around here. Doesn't that sound nice? Reminds us of the early days of Vail in the summertime when it was comfortably the 70s, and the 80s was the hottest time of year. But the world has changed since then, and now we're picking up the 70s, not as the years, but as our temperatures this weekend, keeping showers in the forecast, 55%. And then we're looking at overnight low temperatures staying right there in the 50s. Christmas year-round, though, if you're looking for it. And again, the weather's brought to you by Possibilities at Avon, a weekly art expo. Discover your next masterpiece by visiting avonpossibilities.com.
Okay, all right. Thank you, Ty. You know what? I love that little store. I love the you know how these little gnomes have become so popular. And do you see any of those in the window? I need to get one of those.
Yes, actually.
Pretty cute.
Yeah, let's do a little window shopping.
How much is that gnome in the window?
How much is the gnome?
Oh, look at it. It's summer
say, Tricia,
Santa.
As you always say, Tricia, and you say it to me often, if you're asking about the price tag, you can't afford it. But
Yeah.
$63 for the Santa. And those gnomes are in here. And again, stop by this place when they open and start a tradition with your little ones with something as simple as a Christmas ornament once every year. From the old Noel's known as the Gilded Spruce. But I think the place is cool. Opens at 10 o'clock. That's what the sign says.
Okay, that's when a lot of the retail opens at 10 o'clock. Ty, did you get your coffee?
Oh, yeah. No, I did tea this morning. Can you tell?
Tea.
Yeah, I'm a little wiry this morning, but I'm feeling really good. But looking around, Vail Village, we see a lot of holiday movies that capture this very location. Checkpoint Charlie. What was the last one? The last movie that was filmed here from Hallmark? A Christmas.
Oh, they did.
Vail?
Yeah, Christmas in
They
Vail on the
wanted to
Hallmark.
rescue a small little town called Vail.
Yeah. Didn't they have like a strudel fest?
It was a strudel place that was, but that's the Hollywood set. I don't know where they really filmed that. It's kind of like that movie Dumb and Dumber that took place in Aspen, but the actual set of the location was Breckenridge.
Yeah, I know.
I'm not ruining the movie for you.
I know. We were just talking about Dumb and Dumber movie this morning. Such a classic. So funny. But yeah. The Christmas in Vail was probably the last movie that was filmed here a couple of years ago.
Like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah, for the Hallmark Channel. All right. Hey, we're going to let you know. We were talking about strudel. We're going to talk about quiche now. If you are going camping, they have lifted the fire restrictions. So you are able to have a campfire today. It's starting tomorrow, actually. And that's kind of nice to be able to go camping, and because that's a part of camping. But they do ask you to still be very cautious. Make sure the fire is completely out. Allow that time before you take off in the morning where you're done with your camping trip or whenever you're leaving during the day to completely put that fire out. Have plenty of water to put it out, stir it around, and make sure the no coals are hot. But if you want to do a little prep ahead before your camping trip, you can do so. And all your friends are going to think you're just this amazing gourmet. Here's a little tip on making quiche for camping. With a little bit of prep beforehand, you can have a great tasting quiche on your camping trip. Here to tell us more, we have Allie Stevens. She's with Seasoned to Taste. And this is a great way to go on the camping trip. You can make a lot of things before you go. You can even freeze it and keep it in the cooler for a little while.
It'll be all ready to go. All you'll have to do when you get to your campsite is just heat it up on your camp stove.
Awesome.
So it'll be ready to go. So we start with a sweet potato crust. So you just thinly slice them, the sweet potatoes, and then you'll place them into your pan. That will create your crust. So then you'll bake that.
And you put a little bit of coconut oil
so
on
just
it, right?
put some coconut oil in your hands, put a little on each piece, and then bake it 425 about 20 minutes.
And what a great way to incorporate another vegetable.
So there's no heavy butter shell at all.
Okay.
And then one of the other ingredients in there is a leek. So you don't use any of the dark green. So we'll just cut that off. And then just since it's breakfast, I'll cut this in half. And then if there's any dirt in here, that's where you would rinse it off.
Okay.
So, and then you'll just thinly slice them.
Okay.
Okay, and so we already have our leeks and everything prepared for our filling. So what this is ground sausage. You're free to use mushrooms if you want to replace the sausage. We sauteed that in a little bit of coconut oil, and then we took that out, put our leeks in there with a little bit of ghee, clarified butter, added a tablespoon of water, let that steam for a couple minutes, and then add our spinach to wilt, mix it all back together.
Okay, and then how many eggs are we using?
Yep. So we have about 7 eggs here. These pans you can bring camping a little smaller, so you don't want to overfill it. And then we're going to add just a little bit of coconut milk. All right, perfect. And then also here we have some nutritional yeast. It just packs a little bit extra protein.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, and it might add a little bit of a cheesy flavor as well. And then some salt and pepper.
Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna pour it into our, and you've already put this in the oven, right?
That's already been baked. Our crust is ready to go.
Okay.
All right, so then we would pour our filling on top of our sweet potato crust.
Okay, awesome.
You might have a little bit left over. And then we would just pour our filling on top of there.
Okay. Good to go.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, Allie, and then what do we cook this on?
So this will be at 400 for about 20-25 minutes, just until the eggs aren't jiggling anymore.
Voila. All right. So a great camping treat with a little prep at home. This is how you do it. If we want to find out more, what's your website?
Seasoned to Taste, co.com.
Oh, that looks so delicious. I wish I could have that camping quiche right now. But yeah, a little prep ahead can make your camping trip a little bit better. You can just reheat that up on your camping stove or your campfire if you're going to be going camping this weekend. But we're going to take it back up to Beaver Creek, right, Emma? Are we ready up there? Okay. Ken Hovey is standing by. Paderewski Fine Art. Oh, great to head back up there. Hello.
No, I like that. He just asked Tricia, should I take my hat off?
Oh, no. Yes.
No,
we love hats.
Yeah, good to see you. We do. We love the West. Good to see you, Pat.
Hey, good to see you.
Welcome back.
Thank
Tricia, Pat has been here for 14 years, coming back for the Beaver Creek Arts Festival.
Love this place. Love this place.
Well, I'm going to get to it, Tricia. I'll have some questions from you in just a moment. Pat, great to see you. I'm doing kind of the art tour this morning. I've been strolling around the galleries. I end up here. Your paintings are amazing. I am an oil painter fan. I love the textures.
Yeah.
And that is your specialty. Tell us about coming back here and what you have for the art festival this weekend.
Well, each year they have the Beaver Creek Art Festival, and typically, they set the artists outside in a tent on the plaza, and it's really cool. It's fun. The weather's great. Have some music going, and myself and several other artists will be painting live. And you can see how we'll start a painting and finish a painting. So like this particular painting is an aspen tree, and I paint in oil paints. So it takes, this one's dry.
I don't want to touch
so
it.
You can back up.
I'm not. I've learned whenever you go into art galleries, don't touch anything unless you're ready to buy it. But it makes you want to touch it, especially the aspens and the roses. It takes a couple weeks to dry. How long does it take to paint something like this? I mean, it's almost like you continually...
I hate to tell people that because when I'm on a roll, I can do something like this in a day and a half, you know, but like I did this smaller, see that American flag behind me? That painting just took a couple hours and it sold yesterday.
That is so cool. I'm not going to take it off, Tricia, but it's almost like the flag is, you know, coming out.
Right.
You know, the
That's
texture
what I love about oil paints.
So cool. And it changes as you sort of move around it. You know, like another side of the raised paint will kind of show a different color. Super
I'm going to do another American flag while I'm here. And quickly, my first American flag painting I did the night of 9/11 because you couldn't buy an American flag. So I painted one, people loved it. I sold prints of it, flew to New York and gave Ladder Company 54 of the money I raised from the prints. Yeah. Gave them the original painting and then they lost the most men and then gave them 343 prints. Now I have flag paintings in every state and I've been doing the Colorado flag a lot and those sell well and I'll be working on them. So please come by and visit and there'll be other artists. It'll be a good time.
I'm going to close. I was getting rid of our little monitor there. You just touched my heart. You know, thinking about that, you made me reflect on 9/11, but to give back like that. And it must mean so much to have people not only want your paintings and what they represent, but also to raise funds for such a great cause.
Well, and what's beautiful about these American flags is I have donated them to raise so much money for different causes. And in the Vail Valley area, we've had some big fundraisers at the Ritz-Carlton up in Bachelor's Gulch. And these people fought over that big American flag painting and it went up and went 5 times its value. You know?
Yeah, Beaver Creek's kind of notorious for that. You get the big boys with the big
But the lady won.
Okay. Yeah. You know, when I say big boys, that actually wasn't even gender specific. I'm saying pulling out the wallets and if they want it, they're going to go, especially for a cause.
Wounded Warrior Project, the American Heart Association, I mean, cancer, all these things that are close to my heart, I'm able to raise money for those. And I typically tell people, let's do an American flag. And so that's been good. And then also I've gotten into painting the aspens. I'll go out and paint live up in the mountains and then, or take photographs and come back and paint them here at the gallery. It's been a wonderful journey. So I enjoy it.
I'm happy to meet you.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it's taken, let's not make it another 14 years.
Well, no, I've been coming to this gallery for 14 years. I've been in here, so
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to.
Let's see you next year.
That's exactly it. I'll be back here to do it. Once again, give us a quick kind of rundown for this weekend and this week. When will you be here? When can people actually come in and talk to you about your art and to see you? You said you're going to actually be live painting.
I'll be painting today, and the Beaver Creek Art Festival officially kicks off, I believe, on Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
But I'll be here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And then Monday and Tuesday I'll be painting too, but I wrap it up. I paint the edges of my paintings so you don't have to frame them because sometimes I don't want to deal with frames. and we ship these things anywhere in the country, so we don't have to worry about the frame breaking or whatever. Plus, people are getting into more of a contemporary look and you can see and experience the painting from the side.
Now that you're saying it, as I'm looking at it, I'm looking at the skyline and everything, you know, to see it wrap around, it's like you get to enjoy the art from all different sides.
Well, and sometimes I paint really big, like I've done 6 foot by 12 foot pieces, and then sometimes I do little small ones. And so I'm going to focus on doing some smaller, more affordable pieces, and then I'll kick in on some big boys while I'm here too.
Yeah. Paint it while he is here, Tricia.
Yeah.
But you might have to wait a couple weeks for it to dry.
Definitely. Oh, Pat, it's so amazing that you use your talents to help so many other organizations. That 9/11 story, I didn't realize it, but it's been, I think, 20 years will be the anniversary date of that terrible tragedy. But the fact that you are using your talents to help raise money for great causes, thank you so much. Very heartwarming.
He's a good man, Tricia.
Good deal.
I'm appreciating this tour of Beaver Creek this morning.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Thank you so much.
And thank you for having me on.
All right, Tricia, I'm going to be running up. I got to take off. I'm going to be talking next with Beaver Creek Resort Company. Find out about all the events going on.
Okay, perfect. All right, thanks, guys. So Paderewski Fine Art, located right on the plaza level of Beaver Creek, and yeah, Pat Matthews will be here today all the way through Sunday. He's been coming to Paderewski Fine Art, like he said, for 14 years. Amazing, amazing man. All right, we have more Vail Daily Live coming your way. We're going to take it to a short break. When we come back, we'll check in with Ty Diaz, and we'll also find out about those awesome activities happening up at Beaver Creek throughout the weekend.
Berkshire Hathaway Home Services for real estate. Where do we begin? For checklists and for wish lists. For tour after tour after tour. For is this the one? Or let's just see one more. For closing. Finally closing. Your forever agent will be there for all of it. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services. For you, for life.
Is Cooper outside?
I don't know. Cooper? Here, boy.
If your life isn't always practical, your carpet should be. You can relax with Lee's with our pet-friendly, stylish, and durable Lee's carpets. Backed by the industry's only 25-year no-exclusion stain warranty.
Don't worry. Carpet One's got this covered.
Oh.
Find your new Lee's carpet in stock now. We can install right away.
Well, we are back with Vail Daily Live. I want to give you a look at what's happening in Vail Village right now. Ty Diaz is on Bridge Street, looks like. And Ty, you've got a nose for the restaurants around town. Tell us about this one.
I've been a fan of Joe's Famous Deli since they got here in the late 90s. This location, Bridge Street, and I'll show you exactly where they are. Because we all remember Vendettas, been there since the beginning of time. And across the street, down the stairs, I'm not sure if we're ready to show it to you because the guy was kind of cleaning up down there, is where you'll find Joe's Deli. And I ordered myself a Norwegian, which is a lox and bagels off of their menu right through here. But they're also known for their grilled, for their roasted chicken. They're known for their Demichi hot Italian. I'm a fan of their cold Italian sandwich. What's interesting about Joe's Deli here, Tricia, with the cold Italian, instead of using lettuce, they use raw cabbage. Now, check that out as far as texture and crunch when you're enjoying a sandwich like this. But you caught me. I'm looking at my phone. Here's why. Trunk shows. We learned that there's one happening at Carrots today. But if you log online to the events calendar on Facebook or the hashtag Vail Daily Live, you'll also learn that there's a trunk show at the Grand Hyatt today at Vail featuring African styles, and it's called Nano. I can't pronounce it. Anyway, Gnahnoh. Do you see it there? Anyway, don't miss out on the
I can't tell if it's Nagano. Yeah, I think it's like Nagano or Nagano. Yes. We did a write-up about Claudia Suleiman, right? Suleiman?
Yes. I've known her and her family, the Suleiman family, since she was a little girl. We used to be neighbors in Avon. Graduated from Battle Mountain High School, went to CMC, and has turned into her own fashion line, as well as using local models that she went to school with. And they just had a really good fashion show down in Boulder, really good runway. You can go to their website or to Kadia's website, Suleiman's website, and check out the fashion show. Definitely gaining a name and a reputation and circulation as far as shopping for clothing out of Vail from Africa. Fantastic fashions and style. And Tricia, you shared with me one of your friends wore some of their fashion at a most recent event.
Yes, yes. I have seen some people wear them to Bravo and to different events around. So, yeah, the word is getting out about this local designer. Really cool that she is taking those fabrics and those very, very colorful fabrics from Africa and then crafting them into something you could wear to Bravo or something at the Ford Amphitheater or maybe the Villar Performing Arts Center. So, good for her. That's great news.
She was recently featured in the arts and entertainment section of the Vail Daily newspaper, so I got to find that paper and congratulate her. But you should do the same thing. Otherwise, make your way to the Grand Hyatt today and check out her trunk show today.
Okay, yeah, Ty, I've got that copy of the paper. So when you
Thank
come
you.
back, I will show you. Yeah, and great pictures in there as well. So, but that's good. All right, there's still a little bit of blue sky above you, so it's still looking pretty nice in Vail.
Yes, and you can also notice from the traffic around me, people are making their way not just working, but by the way, others are dressed with their shorts and a t-shirt. They're doing that morning run. They're doing that hike earlier this morning. Noelle and I, we witnessed some people on those little scooters, those two-wheel. What do you call those things?
The birds.
They're called the birds. It's kind of like some kind of kick and go. I don't know what to call them.
Electric scooter. Yeah.
We're the technologies here, Tricia. This is like Back to the Future, but like of activity, just kind of rolling around on electric bikes and scooters and whatnot around here. It's kind of a cool place.
Yeah, oh totally. And you know what? And they also do those tours on, oh, I can't think of what they are, but like the
Segways?
rent-a-cop segways. Yeah, I've seen those too. They'll do those tours around like Ford Park. And yeah, there's a lot of different ways you can view the Vail Valley.
Favorite moment right now, Tricia, I just heard my name. My lox and bagel is ready. Let's see how Ken's doing. I'll be back.
Okay, you know what? Looks like I'm gonna have to do the weather now. All right, this weather is brought to you by Liv Sotheby's International Realty, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact one of their broker professionals to help you live the life you love. But weather-wise today, pretty nice this morning. In fact, our temperatures are a little bit warmer than normally what we'd feel for this time of year. But cloud cover that we had last night that sort of insulated the valley. So Eagles 64, we're seeing 63 for Vail and Edwards and 64 for Avon. And then later on today, we're going to see highs in the upper 70s, low 80s, mid 80s, upper 80s, depending on where you're at. So Vail will be the coolest, and then Eagle and Gypsum will be warmer just because of their lower elevation. And then there is a chance of rain, probably a higher chance than what we saw yesterday. I know rain chased some people out of Avon last night. We saw that on the cover of today's paper, but we were at Bravo and we did not get rained on. So it's just amazing how all the different storms will affect different areas of the Vail Valley. But I think the rain will be a little more widespread today with some showers and thunderstorms. So do watch out for that lightning. Little rain doesn't hurt anyone, but the lightning is what we want to be aware of. Now, as we look at Friday, cooler temperatures coming our way as well for Vail. We'll see anything from the mid to upper 70s to even the upper 60s, which will be a little refreshing after these hot afternoons that we've been having, and a chance of that rain continuing throughout the weekend. But Ken Hovey is standing by. We've been talking about so many amazing things happening in Beaver Creek this weekend. And Ken, I know you were up by the horse stables earlier. We've got the great hiking and biking, but I love when we bring events to town. And there's Sarah. How are you guys? Good to see you guys this morning.
Good. Good to see you this morning, Sarah. Great to see you. Sarah and I have made it a rule now, whenever we do interviews, we will both wear green and we will only stand in the most lush green field of Beaver Creek.
Exactly.
Very good.
It's beautiful. Great to see you. What's going on this week?
We've got a big weekend planned. So we've got our usual weekly programming, which I'll talk about in just a second. But our special event this weekend is the Beaver Creek Village Art Fair. So as you can see, absolutely perfect weather we've got on cue for the weekend. We'll have galleries, 22 tents scattered across the village, local artists, so it should be a lot of fun.
I just met one of the artists, two of them, Britton, saw her, and then went and saw Pat and I can't quite say the name of their gallery. Maybe Paderewski. He was such a great guy, beautiful art, and he was saying he's going to be up here painting live. A lot of people will be not only showing their art, but actually showing how they do it.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a really fun opportunity to get to meet the artists behind all these beautiful pieces of art. They'll be doing, like you said, live displays. Then we've got some art classes set up as well. So make sure you get here early. It's going to be on the tables under the frost flowers right there on the rink in the center of the village. And they'll be doing some really fun step-by-step classes each day. So.
I love Alpine Arts. They do it. My kids kind of were raised with them,
yeah.
You know, doing all different projects. Kids love to do it. It's a great opportunity, too, for the parents out there to come up, see some art, have some champagne or wine, let the kids do their thing.
Exactly.
You know, there's no vehicles in Beaver Creek, so you can just kind of wander about.
That's right. And you bring up a good point. So we have our common consumption area in place, so CCA, which means you can go into any of our restaurants or bars, grab a drink, and walk around the village. So if the kids are taking an art class or want to play the games on the rink, do some slackline, everyone can just walk around and enjoy the beautiful day.
That sounds like a good time. My kids would be into that. What else is going on up at Beaver Creek? It seems like, you know, it's here. You know, everyone's coming every weekend. There's
Definitely.
always something going on.
I was surprised walking around the village this week. It almost seems like 4th of July again. We've got so many people. We've got just a lot of guests here. We've got locals coming up to enjoy the music every day. So it's
that just happened live. Let's just deal with it, Sarah. Let's just deal with it and laugh about it. Ken's rig. Think it'll stay? All right. I was distracted by screaming children and my random camera. I don't know if it's going to live. I think it's got it. All right.
So.
If you come up here this weekend, though, parking is one thing that everyone thinks about. I kind of illegally parked. I'm worried about my car.
Oh, don't tell
right
me
now.
that. Come on, Ken. You're not supposed to do that.
I stuck in there real quick to run over and get the interview. Where should people park during the summer?
Sure. So parking is free in the summer. So if you get here early enough on a busy weekend, you will be able to, you know, park in the lots. Once those are full, the parking's free in the lower lots, and then just take the shuttle up, which is super easy. You know, people have gotten used to that during ski season, but really easy during the summer as well. So on a busy weekend like this, depending on what time you get here, either the upper lots or the lower lots, and just take a quick shuttle up.
I'm sorry I came clean about that. I know. I was just running, trying to get, you know, embrace all things Beaver Creek.
Exactly.
And to show it, because there are so many things that are, you know, you have the trampolines that are here, a lot of different things. Putt for the kids.
That's
the
right.
climbing wall for the kids. I mean, this is the place to be to bring a family.
It really is. The Summer Adventure Center and the Hiking Center in full swing. So we've got the bungee trampolines, the climbing wall, gym panning, so much stuff for all different ages of kids. Beautiful hikes. And so make sure you step in and talk to the hiking center, grab a trail map, because they'll have
The horses.
The horses, of course, can't forget the stables.
I went up there this morning. That's my everyday ritual that I come and report from here. I stop by Beaver Creek Stables.
It's so
see the
beautiful,
horses.
and people don't realize just how close it is. It's just so accessible. And then, of course, we still have all of our weekly activities. So Thursday, we've got Thursday night move and groove. So this is a lot of fun, dance lessons and a really fun band every week to kick off your Thursday. And then
tonight is the Femmes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They are fabulous.
They are the fabulous Femmes. Any familiar with them? They know how to throw a party,
They
those
do.
ladies.
It's a lot of fun.
And then also Billy Doran's up here with the Fossil Posse.
Yep.
Helmet Fricker is here. I mean, it is a celebrity lineup.
It absolutely is.
Good
and
job.
then tomorrow, namaste to start your day.
Namaste. That might be a little tough at 9 for me, but I can see it. I've been up here for different festivals, and I usually end up staying here.
Yeah.
You know, Park Hyatt's one of my favorites.
Absolutely. There's so many great lodging options right here. I mean, people that aren't as familiar with the village, everything's so close and so walkable. So, you know, if your kids are going for a hike, if you're fly fishing in the afternoon, you can run over and grab a snack in the village, and everything is so close. It's so nice just to not have to worry about parking once you get here. And
Right
these
there.
beautiful views, you can't beat that.
Just so you know, 25 yards that way is it still, it's not McCoy's anymore.
It's Paderewski.
Powderade.
Yep.
It's right there. Park Hyatt is within range. And then you want to talk about going hiking, there it is.
Right there.
Walk right there. Great to see you once
too,
again.
Ken. Have a great weekend.
Love coming up to Beaver Creek. It is going to be a busy one. Let's just do the quick recap today.
Right, Thursday Move and Groove, so that's going to be 7 to 9 with the Fabulous Femmes. And
Tomorrow?
then tomorrow, yoga at 9 o'clock. And 4 to 6.
You must be really popular with your out-of-town friends. Like when they come, you know, like, I mean, you're just...
We were joking this week that I don't think we've had a weekend that I can remember we didn't have friends visiting. And, you know, I get it though. I mean, before I lived in Colorado, I was always wanting to come up here and visit. So it makes sense, especially when the weather is like this and there's so many fun
So
things
much
to do.
stuff. One of my favorite shows as a kid was The Love Boat. And if you remember the kind of the director,
right,
it was Julie. She always had her clipboard, and there were so many different things. You are like the Julie.
Oh, that's the best compliment I've ever got.
I mean that, and I love Julie very much. So that's what you do. It's so great to see you. Your team is doing such a wonderful job up here. Tricia, any questions? Sorry about my camera activities. I had a little crash and burn, but she's a professional. She rolled with it.
I know. Yes. And Julie McCoy, the cruise director. Yes. Sarah knows what's going on and everything. And Sarah, I had a chance to do the Overlook Trail hike last week. And I went up there and Spruce Saddle, everything's so beautiful up there. And people need to know that they can do like little long games or get their lunch. A lot of things happening up there too.
Definitely. And that's a great point. You know, sometimes we focus on the village, but the mountain has so much to offer, especially right now. Everything's so green. We've got the lift spinning. So it's a great chance to get up there and hike and just enjoy all this beautiful scenery.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Okay.
There's your image,
guys.
Tricia. We'll just leave you with that. Beaver Creek. It's
Okay.
wonderful up here.
Yes, I love the matching outfits too. green, all around. Yeah, so beavercreek.com/events can give you some details. Look at their events calendar. They have their signature events coming up. So a lot of fun things happening, a lot of free family activities on a daily basis. So we mentioned some of those already, but always tune into Vail Daily Live because we get Focus Beaver Creek every single day. So we want to keep you in tune with what is happening there. Okay, thanks you guys very much. All right. Are we going to be going over to Ty? Commercial break? What are we going to do, Emma? Okay, we're going to take it to a break. When we come back, we're going to wrap up the show with Ty Diaz and Ken Hovey. All right, we're about ready to close out our Vail Daily Live show for today, Thursday, the 29th of July. All right, we do have Ty, and he is enjoying that, Norwegian lox?
Shameless breakfast this morning. I'm hanging out by the bus stop here, too. The next bus shows up in 2 minutes, 10 seconds. Yeah. So, guess what, Tricia? There's Show Downtown in Eagle today.
Yeah.
Featuring Dixie Leadfoot, oldies, rock, and country.
We lost Ty's audio. Oh, he probably wants to eat a sandwich anyway. Yes, that is true. We do have Show Downtown happening in Eagle. It's a weekly free live music series. So Dixie Leadfoot will be taking the stage today. And then we only have two more. We have Steely Dead, which I'm guessing is maybe a Steely Dan, Grateful Dead tribute band, Hardscrabble, a local band. That'll be on August 12th. And so many other places to enjoy live music. We have Minturn with the Little Beach Amphitheater. They'll have music from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. We also have Band by the River. This is in Riverwalk. They'll have their music from 6 to 8. We'll have the Evolution playing with live music going on in the Lookout Lobby Bar at the Maya Mexican restaurant and the West End. It's adjacent to Maya, and that'll be from 5 until 8. Today, as well as Saturday, Broken Arrow Cafe in Arrowhead, they're going to have some live music happening as well. And then don't forget about Vail Jazz happening at Jazz at Vail Square. So this happens this evening. Ann Hampton Callaway will be there. Go to vailjazz.org for more details. But a lot of great live music. We also don't want to forget that we have the Vail Dance Festival kicking off. I wore my dance t-shirt. The Vail Dance Festival. They are going to be kicking things off tonight with a free event called Dancing in the Streets. Now, tonight, that event will be at 6:30, but then we have 3 more opportunities that will be during the middle of the day. So if you like to dance, head on out there. Vail Dance kicks off this evening. And then tomorrow night is the opening night festival featuring the artist in resident, Calvin Royale III from American Ballet Theater. He has been to the Vail Valley before, but right now he's going to be that artist in residence featured. So really neat to see a lot of the collaborations that are going to be happening, especially last year we had a virtual dance festival. These performers are so excited to not only be back in Vail, but just to be performing anywhere after the pandemic, which really affected those performing artists, especially in like big cities like New York. So for more information, vaildance.org will give you details on what you can expect with this year's Vail Dance Festival. But thanks for joining us. We'll see you live tomorrow at 7 to 8:30ish, and you can always once again catch us on demand on Roku, on Apple TV, Amazon Fire, YouTube, Facebook, and we're also a podcast on Spotify. Don't forget to share your content with us. If you see that any of the moose or the bears that are roaming around, we want to see them, or just some fun things with your pets. Go to vaildailylive.com /submit to find details. All right, let's see what we've got on the chat. Okay, Ben, great show this morning, as always. Great to hear from you, Ben. Really appreciate the whole crew and the amazing daily energy. Thank you, Ben. Thanks for watching. We appreciate your comments in our chat. And keep in mind, you can chat with us live between 7 and about 8:30ish if you watch us via Facebook or YouTube. If you're watching via vaildaily.com or vaildailylive.com, you won't be able to interact with our chat. And then, of course, if you're watching us on demand later, we can't answer you live because we've already gone home. So that's a few housekeeping issues on how you can watch us and how you can interact with us. But we love our Vail Daily Live community. So we'll see you tomorrow.